We've got 2 tickets to Disney World. Pack your bags, we're going to hell. We've got 2 tickets to Disney World. Oh, yeah.
This is Gary Baughan, film student, entrepreneur, and idiot. Years of life forged him into the man he is today. Join us on today's adventure as we look back on the life and times of Gary, and together gaze into his bright future. Much to the dismay of his family, Gary Baughan was born on a warm summer evening in Columbia, South Carolina. It took the doctors over an hour to get him to breathe. This pattern of failure would continue into his youth. Gary's father decided to join the military to escape the shame of having that son. During that time, Gary's family moved quite often, going from South Carolina to Texas to Georgia to West Virginia, and eventually ending up in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Gary had a fairly average childhood. He did his best to make friends, but sadly, not everyone was as eager as he was to become friends. Thanks to his crippling social awkwardness, Gary had a hard time finding friends, and oftentimes was bullied. Since Gary had a hard time making friends because he was so awkward, he found a new way to occupy his time. He became interested in various entertainment media, video games, animation, but especially film. He loved staying home alone and just watching his favorite films over and over again. This didn't help with his crippling social awkwardness, but it did ignite a flame in Gary's heart that persists even to this day. Because Gary started consuming mass media at a ridiculous rate, rather than becoming more social, he started engaging in what is known as geek culture. He started attending comic book conventions and attending panels and discussions with various celebrities. Most notably, he began hearing about the world of filmmaking. Because filmmaking intrigued him so much, he decided to pursue that. However, keeping with the theme of his life, he of course failed at that as well. He attempted numerous projects on his own, but he never truly understood what he was doing. His first few projects were a big failure, just like Gary. For a long time, Gary truly believed he was just a failure. He decided to settle and become a photographer. During that time, he slipped into a harsh depression that he still suffers from to this day. This was an extremely hard time in Gary's life. It seemed that he couldn't accomplish anything he set out to do, and this discouraged him further. However, one day, he decided to change this. He moved to Orlando, Florida. He went to Full Sail, and there, he started meeting more people and learning more things that helped him reignite the passion he thought had once died. Life seemed to be turning around for the better. And what of the future, you may ask? Well, you'll just have to wait and see. Gary has a lot of plans, and we can all see if, for once in his life, he will succeed.